And we are going to want Vivi, Freya, and then Steiner. Once again, the character order is important because it alters how quickly you can do your menus. And getting yourself consistent with it is always good. Because it allows you to do this sort of stuff much more smoother. And when you're in combat as well, you know who's where. So to get to Ipsen's, you just go straight. When you get right to the end, you can just hang a very small left. Once you get over this mound, it's just down here. Look, land as close as we can. If you're close enough, you should just be able to mash X. Take you straight in. During this dialogue, there is a specific option you can pick to save a single second. So when everyone comes in, Amaranth is going to say that he wants to go off on his own. Steiner is going to do a few animations before it goes instantly into the dialogue choice with Zidane. So I'm going to play it slow when we get to it. But you'll see Steiner start to like shake his fist and stuff. I'm going to take this slow, Right, so Steiner jumps around. Ignorant fool. Calm down, Rusty. And then Steiner goes, but. And then you get the dialogue option. And you want to pick option 2. It's not the end of the world if you pick option 1, but it's a little bit slower. And then you'll get a party select, so you start matching circle. And we're going to head up. And as soon as we get in, after the intro, we're going to head towards this right passage. Open doorway there, you can see. After we get into here, we're going to hold down and we're going to talk to a Moogle and do a quick shop. Ooh, aren't we lucky? So you want to flee from all the encounters in this area as quickly as you can. Keep in mind that if you run into any veterans, the floating eyeballs, they can cast Blaster, which uses stop on you. You can remedy that. Okay, so we're going to use the Mogshop. We're going to go to buy. We're going to hit R1 twice. 1 golden hairpin, 1 diamond helm, 1 Gaia gear. We're going to press L1 to go back up a bit. Buy 1 jade armlet, 1 Venetian shield, and a red hat. Then from here, we just hold right to get to the pipe. Up a little bit to make sure we hit. Then when we get down onto this little wonky path, we're going to press left, up, right, get onto this ladder, and then we're going to press left when we get to the top. Down, left, down, left, left. Then on this screen, you press up into right, and then you got to mash to get onto the ladder in the next screen. And this next one, you can just hold right to move along it, and then towards the end, if you just press up right a little bit, you can get around a little bit quicker. On this ladder, all the way up, and then in this one door, it'll jump off automatically. Press left. Hook round and go into this elevator here, and we're out. It's a nice quick dungeon. So after this dialogue, we do a menu. Open it up. Equipment for Zidane. Optimize. Equip, and you want to put the rune tooth on. R1. Optimize Vivi. Optimize Freya. Equipment. Wrap around. Diamond should be in 3rd slot. Up. Diamond gloves also in 3rd slot. And Steiner wants the thunder gloves in 2nd. Go into your abilities. Equip. R1. Add status. And now this bit's important. When you go up to these 2 here, normally it's just Devil Killer. But if you survived, if you got through Melty Gemini and he didn't cast Viral Smoke and you got ability points, you need to take Man-Eater off. Now, I didn't understand why this was for a long time, but the reason why is because you're not supposed to have learned Accuracy Plus yet. Ooh, is Accuracy Plus? Yeah, Accuracy Plus. Yeah, which we haven't done. Look, you can see our ability for Accuracy Plus is still 0 out of 40. So later on, when we leave this place, we're going to do a menu and it's going to unequip Accuracy Plus for us. And we're going to use those stones for something else. It's quicker to unequip Man-Eater here than it is to unequip Accuracy Plus later because we survived Melty Gemini. I say survived Melty Gemini. I mean gained AP from Melty Gemini. So if Melty Gemini didn't cast Viral Smoke, then you need to unequip Man-Eater as well. Indo Boy Game Show. Thank you for the follow, dude. Cool. And then we're going to hit L1. Freya, accuracy plus, distract. R1 twice. Ability, level up. If you don't have enough stones here, it's because you've learnt clear-headed. You probably killed too many things or you softed too many epitaphs. It'll be down here in the very bottom right. Make sure you take that off. And then finally, you want to put them in the back row. You want to start with the mirror on the right, I believe, and work your way over to the left. So Taharka, you've got two game plans going on in this encounter. You're playing for heat, and you're also playing just to kill him with damage. So heat is an ability, it's a debuff, which when you're inflicted with it, as soon as you cue any command, you'll instantly die instead. Steiner's add status and flame saber means that he has a 10% chance to inflict heat with a basic attack. It's very uncommon. When this fight starts, normally in boss battles and things like that, there are preemptives that you're like quite happy to take. But this fight is a little bit different in the way that it works. When I would not suggest going for preemptives with Zidane's Soulblade or Vivi's Firaga until you're a bit more adept at like checking to make sure they're not having turns and things like that. If you've got like absolute instant ATB and you're confident in what you're doing, by all means go for it. But if you're quite new to it, what I would suggest instead is, if you really want to go for it, is try and get a preemptive steal with Zidane. Preemptive swings with Steiner aren't particularly risky because it's the first thing that you want to be doing anyway. On any turn, the first thing that you want to really do is swing with Steiner, I'm going to keep getting that wrong, to see if you're getting heat. As soon as you get heat, you need to make sure that Steiner, Zidane, and Freya are all alive. So stop what you're doing. Cue a Phoenix down on anyone that's dead. Vivi doesn't need ability points, so don't worry about him. And if you have the time, you can also get a steal off with Zidane. The steal is secondary. You must make sure that you pick up the other characters for their ability points. So at the start of this fight, if I see instant ATB on Steiner, I'm going to swing. If I see instant ATB on Zidane, I'm going to try and steal. If it's any less than that on Zidane, I'm not going to risk it because I need his AP to start killing things. Preemptive steals, you've got such a small chance of getting the Orichalcon anyway. You're not really playing for it. But it's one of those things that you probably feel for later. So the turn order is going to be Steiner attacks. Then Zidane is going to cast Soulblade. And then Vivi is going to cast Firaga. After that, as long as nobody's dead, I'm going to defend with Freya as well, because she doesn't really have much of a role in this fight. I just want her to stay alive. She may be reduced to healing at some point if people start getting targeted. So I can check here to see if anything's happening. We can get a preemptive steal here. Unfortunate. So at the start of this turn, I'm going to take the attack with Steiner. I'm going to let Zidane get some ATB. Switch over to him. We didn't get heat, so we're on normal strat still. So we're going to cast Soulblade, go to Vivi, cast Firaga, and defend with Freya. So Zidane took quite a lot of damage there. I'm just going to hope that he doesn't die to a Zaga. It may have been wise to actually throw a healing potion on him. So the reason why you need to make sure that you're doing Soulblade first is because you get ticks of poison during your Firaga cast. That's what allows you to deal so much damage. Once I can confirm no one's dead, don't need to worry about anything. I can go for the swing. No heat, so I'll go for a Soulblade. Firaga on Taharka. So on turn 3, I don't bother going for the heat anymore, because you don't really save much time at this point. You can still go for it, obviously, and it will save you a little bit of time if you get it, but at this point, I'm not really too fussed. So I'll go for a steal finally on the final turn. Go on Elixir, okay, switch to Vivi, go for the Firaga, and then I'll just wait. And this should be lethal. It's really important that you're not holding ATB during any of this when you don't need to be, because you don't get poison ticks when the ATB is held. Poison ticks based on your speed progressing through. So if you're not generating ATB, you can't die to poison, and you gain all of your poison ticks by extending your turn with Faraga.